My name is Kartheeban Pushparaj, and I'm an interior design student at AOD. So my design background is I like to work with Sri Lankan culture, and I'm more interested in Sri Lankan materials, and that uh, is my background to what I like to design as a design. And I like to give out the heritage and the cultural history. It's very rich, and I like to give it out to the world by creating different spaces and with Sri Lankan materials, which includes very sustainable and handcrafted, very rich materials. As a designer, I would like to emphasize more on Sri Lankan culture and work with Sri Lankan materials to give out something that is very meaningful to Sri Lankans and as well as the international market. From there onwards, my final major project is all about the Sri Lankan culture itself, which I picked Angampura as a part of my project, which highlights the Sri Lankan rich cultural heritage by bringing out a very indigenous part of the culture, which is Angampura itself. My reason to choose Angampura is the Angampura itself was suppressed down throughout the centuries, and that happened due to various colonizations that happened in Sri Lanka during the past couple of hundred years ago. Uh, so me picking Angampura is my solution to bring back the died down cultural heritage that has been lost in Sri Lanka. By bringing those aspects together, I try to create the space Angampura to give the people the value and the rich heritage that we have of Angampura through my space. My space itself is a creation of Angampura. The whole concept behind my space is the movement between the people of Angampura. That's how they fight and that's how they move. And I took the movement behind their practices and made it a space itself by picking out the patterns, the way they move, and all their movements, and made it to the whole building of Angampura. That space consists of many open areas that showcases that this space does not have a very closed environment, where it is a very open space and people just come and practice Angampura while also engaging with their surroundings, their environments itself. When I say my space is all about Angampura, many people would think Angampura means a lot of fighting and a lot of physical practices involved. But Angampura is more of a lifestyle than a physical combat practice. There, people can come and experience the whole lifestyle of being away from all the distractions in the physical world and then towards their spiritual aspect of living. As a future designer, I would like to incorporate Sri Lankan natural resources and also the cultural heritage that we have in Sri Lanka to become a much more valued designer in Sri Lanka.